step in the right direction, and so certainly something that we need to move towards. There are unintended consequences to policies that are made, regardless of who sits in the chair. I think the fact that there is a toolkit or a different way of looking at it would make a difference in terms of how policies are applied, rules are made, and how we get things done. That said, we have here in the city of Oakland an equal access ordinance that has been in place for at least 10 years. I don't think that program has actually really been implemented. If it was, we wouldn't have so many people, particularly of Asian American heritage, Latino heritage, who have such a distrust and disconnect for government. It was striking to me this morning in the Finance Committee, the poll that was commissioned by the city in terms of putting together budget priorities. Is very clear that Asians and Latinos in particular have a higher distrust for the city of Oakland, or they feel like they're least served by the city of Oakland. And I'm wondering, is that partly because they don't know how to access services? They don't know, we're not doing a good job of implementing that equal access ordinance where people feel like they can actually engage and actually get services from the city that everyone else gets. And I feel part of that is that the equal access ordinance has not been fully enforced. I look at some of the information that we get, our office, the brochures. It's much more than simply translations. You can't just translate information and expect that all of a sudden you're going to engage communities that have been ignored for years. So I'm cognizant of the cost. Certainly, $800,000 is no small amount. We've seen this committee and in the city. It seems like there's a lot of we're going to have definitely a big shortfall in the budget. So I'm cognizant of that. I'm trying to figure out how we can move forward given the constraints that we have in the city.